Okay, so I was asked to make a video of my stats and my character and progression to this day so people can get a better understanding of the type of DPS I do and how it matches with the gear and the stats that I have. So the first thing I do is just go over my profile. My ability score is standard. It's 20,582. I am completely free to play. I will not pay for anything in this game other than maybe a cosmetic. Well, it has to be ridiculously cool. I do play Stormblade, Moonstrike spec. My total agility, again, this is without any buffs, is 2255. Attack is 1814. My crit is 6.54. Haste, 30.61. Luck is 44.3. Mastery is 10.49. So the only adjustments I would make or I'm going to make is when my gems, as I embed them and I get a higher advanced ranking, I would have preferred today that this be 45%. So my stats would be between 5 and 6% crit, 30% haste, 45% luck, 10% mastery, and that in my eyes is completely perfect. I was able to get this much mastery with one piece and just a little bit of crit because one of the pieces I'll show you in my inventory that's equipped is not a haste mastery piece. I actually preferred it to be crit mastery, but I'll go over that in a second. What I want to do is go over my attributes. So with these stats, the main thing is looking at my attack speed. My attack speed is 56.97. Crit damage is 65 because of the imagines that I'm running. I'm running a chief, a Muku chief, which again I don't really want to run. So the next tab I'll go over is my skills tab. These are the matches I'm running. My Muku Scout is a rank 5. My Muku Chief is a rank 1. Again, I'm free to play, so I just got this one and I end up using it. Eventually, this is going to get substituted for the Crab that gives mastery. This is going to get replaced as soon as I can get a Celestial Flyer to drop. That's what I'll do. Going to details for my skills and how I leveled them. First, I got everything to level 30. All of the skills that I actually use. I didn't waste anything on things I'm not using. I was bouncing between Volt Surge and Overdrive, but the reason I don't do Volt Surge is because I think I need to be at 55% luck in order to make Volt Surge work properly and not feel so clunky. When it came to utilizing my books to max out my rankings, I did start off with maxing out Thundercut, which is going to be my biggest damage dealer. Then I did max out to tier 6 my Judgment Cut, which is my auto attack, because it does increase my Divine Sickle damage. Following that, I did Scythe Wheel, huge damage increase. Then it's going to go to Storm Flash, which should be rank 6 by the time I'm done. After Storm Flash, I am going to aim to get Overdrive, Moonstrike, then Oblivion combo, and that's the order I will be leveling everything. Going over my talents real quickly. They are completely standard, my talent tree. There are some adjustments that I did make that I didn't like. I did go down the route of using Thunderstrike Whisper instead of going into Moonblade Swift and into Enhanced Thunder. And some people I've seen do Power of Thunder. I think this is the best route to go. I avoided doing Phantom Delay because I think it's awful. And I did stick with doing Shadowed Spies and going Lightning Flash. But if you are going to go that route, you can get 3 points here, 1, 2 here, and you can actually go this whole route of the 5. Again, preference, whatever you like, whatever your playstyle is. I think this is good and necessary until you hit about 35 to 40% luck. And after that, you can get rid of it and go into something like this. And this is really, really, really big. From the talents, I already did my upgrades, so I already went over my imagines and the ones I'm looking for. I do want to actually go back to my profile and review this part of the gear. So when it comes to the refinements, I did refine specific pieces. My weapon, my earrings, my necklace, my ring, and my charm. These mainly first went into going towards rank 12 and above before my other pieces, because these are the ones that provide attack when I do upgrade them. So that's the main reason. So I'm leveling these first, and plus each and every one of these require a different material, refinement material. So I'm not just blowing it all on, all my resources on one piece. Going over the modules, super basic. Again, like I said, free to play. These are the ranks that I have. 51. I'm running a 22-29. And it's going into attack speed, agility, then elite strike. I did try elite strike at 20, with agility at 20, with attack speed at 10. I didn't like it. I think this is far, far better. I think this is far, far better. Yeah, and that is my module. What is it next that I want to go over? So I did the refine. Okay. Oh yeah. So I actually do want to go over my inventory. So all my pieces are gonna have luck haste, with luck being the primary. Someone asked if I'm running the 4-piece set. I am running the 4-piece set specifically because I didn't have the gear. But if I didn't have the proper purple aptitudes on some of the pieces that I needed. Honestly, if I would rather just run the 2-piece set and the other 2 pieces have 1.5 agi. It's more damage, you get attack speed, and I think overall it's better. But again, once I get all the pieces, I'll test it out and figure it out. The gems that I did put on, you'll notice that some of them are haste, but mainly they should be luck agility. And the reason I did 2 specific gems at haste agility was to make sure, one, to help with my OCD and my stats, I needed it to be at 30%. Because I wanted to see what it was like, how it would feel, and it feels way better, less clunky. I can actually, in my rotation, if I luck out really well, I can get 4 divine sickles within my singular vault surge. So that is actually really, 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 really big for me. Vault surge. I mean my storm flash. I can get 4 sickles, which is crazy damage. If I can pop that off, especially in the beginning of the opening, I will open at like 150 to 160k DPS, just smashing those out. Went over the gems, modules, and lastly, I will go over the emblem, which isn't a big deal. This is the easiest upgrade to worry about, or to not worry about. I'm at level 100. I did focus on getting Pulse, Corruption Power, and Corruption Arcane. I do level my offensive ones first before I do level my defensive nodes. This one is actually, I accidentally hit all. So that's why it's at 48, not just 47. But please don't make that mistake and click select all, then hit this, then upgrade. But yeah, that's my emblem. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you want me to do a rotation video, that's a big part of it also, is understanding your rotation and being able to play on the fly based on the procs that you do have. Because a lot of people that I've talked to that have higher gear score than me and have better imagines than I do, notice that I crush them by 5, 6, 7 in as high as 15k DPS, because it's not as easy as just, hey, I'm gonna spam this because everything else is on cooldown. Having certain abilities be up, and when you proc and notice that you're getting a refund on your blade intent, etc., and certain things, it will force me to make more efficient decisions and hold on to my cooldowns a lot better. And the other part of a rotation is understanding the fight completely, because knowing and understanding when to greed and how to greed properly will differentiate a good player from a great player. So really look out for that. I can make a video on why, where, and what fights I greed and how I greed and what causes me to think the way I do when I play. But again, just let me know in the comments and I'll figure it out. Other than that, thank you.